High School. I am in class SS3. I am here to present on the topic called conversion from autographic projection to isometric drawing. From isometric block that are scattered in autographic first form projection. Hereby we have the front view, we have the side view, and we have the top view. This question is telling us to draw the block in symmetric projection looking at the direction of arrow X. Look at the arrow, point arrow X. We are going to see this part, and this part, which is the top view, the front view, and the end elevation, which is also the side view. We have to draw our isometric axes in our rough sketch. These are the two isometric axes. And then complete it in this form, in all of this place. So now you might ask, what's giving us these broken lines here? It is that hidden details. It shows the hidden details. It shows the hidden line that run from here, like this, from this point beneath the block, beneath this drawing. This is all we need for this drawing. Okay, awesome. Firstly, the thin faint line. Let's draw our isometric axis. After getting the isometric axis, we draw our perpendicular line at the center. We can also use our dimensions on the rough sketch. What did I mean? I mean that here is 45, so we can say here to here, 45 millimeter. Equivalent. Now next one, we can say from here to here is 10 to 4.5 cm. 10 millimeter as shown in the autographic projection. We have a dimension here which is 15. That's from here to here. From here to here. Our length from here to here is 70 millimeter. That's 7 cm, which is equivalent to 7 cm. Make a perpendicular line to cover those points. Project a line above those points. Next, we look at the height. Of this. Let's start with 45 millimeter, which is for only the first part of the block. And next, we move to the remaining part of the block, which is the cylinder. Forty-five. Now we can simply join these points. Join these points to get an isometric outfit. The distance from here to here, and also need the distance from here to here. Like they have given us the distance from here to here as 45. So to get the distance from here to here with 45 minus 10, we get from here to here. Now we just measure 10 cm from this very end, which is this. To measure 10 millimeter here. I'm going to also measure 10 millimeter here. Draw a faint line to join those 2 points from here to here. They gave it to us as 15 millimeter. 15 millimeter. We can also take from here to here, which is 15 millimeter. Now we join this point to this point. To this point, like a straight line, a curve, and back to a straight line. Now what we have to do is to construct an isometric circle to make up that curve, to make up this curve. And since the radius of this curve is 25, therefore the diameter will be 50 millimeter. So measure 50 millimeter. So you observe from here to here will be 5, and from here to here will be 5, which is half of a cm. We join these points and 25. Midpoint between 0 to 5 cm. 25. Take this point, we join this point, this point, this point to this point. Simply use our compass. To measure, we pin at this point and make our pencil to touch here and here. That will make it. Simply make an arc. I've gotten from here to here as 50. I've gotten from here to here as 50. Points to God. We want to join this point to make an intersection. We join this point to this point as we did for the other rhombus. And this point to this point. Making it tick. Now we are fully this point to this point. How do you do that? You just simply use our ruler. It goes out. The bottom part of our view of the block. Now, looking at all of here and whole of here, which is the whole of here and whole of here. And here, we have gotten part of the side view and part of the front view. We have the circle to be 30, and say from here to here is 25, which is half of the width of this particular drawn isometric axis from this point down to this point. And from this point down to this point to here is 25. I'm gonna measure 15 millimeter. 50 millimeter and another point here to get to the whole of here to here. Project all these points because the height of the cylinder is 35 millimeter. So joining those points of intersection between these two lines. I'll tell you our work is virtually done. Next thing we do is to point the big to full circle. We're gonna make the full circle. Arc will be somehow thick. Arc will be thick. And join this point from here to here. The next thing we have to do is to join this line from here to here, and also this line from here to here in a thick manner. Therefore, our work here has been done. So thank you very much. This work has been done.